international educator.
Hello students, my name is Christine Babu, presenting to you History and Government program. Welcome. In our today's lesson, we are in Form 3 and we are going to discuss Scramble 4 and Partition of Africa. But today we are going to emphasize on the process of partition. In our last lesson, we discussed methods used by Europeans to acquire colonies. We also looked at the causes for scramble and the partition of Africa. Today we will continue with the same topic and we look at the process of partition. Partition, as we had defined earlier, we said it is dividing up or sharing of Africa among the European powers. Now, let us now look at the process of partition. And before we come to the Berlin Conference, it is good for us to know that, or to understand, what are the factors that made the European to come together, or the European powers to come together and divide Africa among themselves. And how did they divide the continent, or African continent, among themselves? The Berlin Conference was convened by Otto von Bismarck. He was the German Chancellor by that time, or like the President of Germany by that time. And he convened this conference in order to avoid conflicts that arose among the European powers over colonies in Africa. And let's look at the conference was held between 1884 to 1885. And the objective or the purpose to settle the territorial disputes among the European powers. And who participated in this conference? One, we find Britain was there. These are the European powers. There was France. There was Germany. There was Italy, Portugal, and Belgium. It is good to understand that even if it was the African continent that was being divided, Africans were not involved in this conference. So I would want us, before we come to the terms of the conference, we look at how Africa was divided among the European powers. Let's have a few examples. We have Belgium, or the Belgian, or the Belgium as a country. This is the area that Belgium only acquired. It's called the Belgium Congo. We have French people, or the France as a country. Let's look at the countries that, or the colonies that they acquired in Africa. We have several colonies that they acquired, but the large area that they occupied was part of West Africa. That's why we call it French West Africa. And some of these countries that were found in this area, we have like Senegal, we have Dahomey, we have also Ivory Coast, and also we have Guinea and other countries. We find also Algeria was also acquired by France. Morocco, Beit of Morocco, was also part of the France colony. Let's look at the Germans, or Germany. Germany managed to acquire several also colonies. One was Germany East Africa. This was Tanganyika. Let's move to Southwest Africa. They also had a colony here, Southwest Africa. In also West Africa, they had Togo. You can see the Togoland. This one also belonged, it belonged to the Germans or Germany as a country.